Thank you for choosing LiftMaster. This video will give community managers an overview of guest management in LiftMaster Cloud. This video is intended for demonstration purposes only. Guest management empowers residents to give their visitors scheduled access to a community by creating events. Residents can add requests for events and see whether their requests have been approved, view and cancel upcoming events, and view and search previous event requests. As the community manager, you'll use guest management to view event details and approve or deny requests. Set limits on the number of requests, guests, or events per month. Prevent certain residents or groups from creating requests. Guest management is a feature that must be added to your subscription before residents can start creating requests. Let's add this feature to your subscription. The person who is currently paying for the LiftMaster Cloud account will need to log in. Open a web browser and go to www.liftmastercloud.com. Click Login. Enter the username and password, then click the Login button. The dashboard window will open. If you have access to more than one facility, click the Facilities tab and select the facility from the list, or use the drop-down menu to select the facility where you want to add guest management. Click the arrow to expand the navigation bar. Click on the credit card icon for billing. Choose the subscription and check the guest management option. If you are changing subscription, click Select. Scroll down to complete the billing information below, then click Update Subscription. That's it. You're ready to start using guest management. Before your residents can use guest management, there are a couple of things you'll need to set up. Choose your approval settings and add email addresses for your residents' profiles. To choose your approval settings, click People on the navigation bar. Click the Guest Management tab. Click Guest Management Approval Settings to display the Approval Options drop-down. Notice that the default setting is unchecked, which means approval is not required for all requests. All event requests submitted by all residents and groups will be automatically approved. Let's go ahead and require approval. Checking the box makes the options appear. You can always go back and change this setting at any time. As community manager, you'll use this screen to set certain limits. Set the maximum number of requests a resident can make per month, or allow unlimited requests. Set the number of guests over which approval is required, or allow unlimited guests per event. Set the number of events a resident can request before approval is required, or allow unlimited requests. Let's go ahead and allow unlimited for each. There are also several permission categories where you can add users and groups. Users and groups who don't require approval for their requests. Users and groups who always require approval for their requests. And users and groups who are blocked from making requests. To add users or groups, click on the arrow, then click Add Users or Add Groups. Click the plus sign in front of each user or group to add. Click the minus sign to remove users from the list. When you're done making changes, click Save. Guest management uses email to send notifications and confirmations to residents, so you'll need to add an email address to the profile for each resident. Click the People icon on the navigation bar. This opens the People window. This is where you'll add an email address for each resident, then click Save. Now that you've added residents and chosen approval settings, let's look at how residents will use guest management to add event requests. Residents will follow the invitation email instructions and be taken to the LiftMaster Cloud website to set up their password and log in. On their dashboard, they will click Add New Request to create an event. They'll provide an event name, start date, end date, start time, and end time. They'll have to select the door where their guests will enter. They may choose to enter an optional note to you, the community manager. They'll create the list of guests by entering names and email addresses and then clicking the Add button. When they're done, they'll click the Submit Request button. After you review and take action on the event, the resident will receive an email notification. So, what kinds of actions can you take as the community manager? Let's walk through some requests. We'll start fresh by logging in to www.liftmastercloud.com. Again, we'll choose the facility from the drop-down. Click People on the navigation bar. Click the Guest Management tab. Here, you'll be able to adjust approval settings and view upcoming and past events. Here, you will find upcoming and past events listed. Note the name of the request, resident requesting, event date, number of guests, and approval status. The Community Manager can also edit and cancel events. To view the details of an event or approve a pending event, click on the event request name. Clicking on the event name will bring you to the screen where the event can be approved, denied, or canceled. Clicking the back button will take you back to the event log. There is a comments box that can be viewed by the resident. If a request is denied, a comment must be entered in this box. Once the event is approved, denied, or canceled, an email will go to the requesting resident and notify them of the action. For an approved event, the guests will each receive an email with a unique PIN code, good only on that date during the time of the event, for entrance into the community. If an event is canceled after approval from the Community Manager, the resident and all invited guests will receive an email indicating the cancellation. Thank you for choosing LiftMaster.